Okay, so here we are, and we're trading on another short price favorite here, and I'm going to go ahead and hop on the backside here of the second favorite here, because obviously as we discussed before, these horses here will be bouncing off each other quite heavily because of the drastic difference in price. So it means that you are able to hop in here quite easily, because this second favorite here, again, because it's at 1.3, it doesn't mean it can't come in any further. It probably will, actually. But when you have a short price favorite in a very small field, the actual relationship between how the prices move is quite drastic. So if this favorite here drifts, then almost all these horses are guaranteed to come in quite heavily, because the wave it creates is quite substantial. So you can see there, I traded it out. It's a very, very simple trade because of the fact that this one here came crashing in a little bit, and then this one here came crashing out, and then chances are it's going to come back in again, and then it comes back in again. Okay, because it's such a small field. So what I'll do here, I'm just waiting here. I'm waiting here on the favorite. Here's the favorite here. I'm looking for any drastic, huge price moves very quickly, and then you can very quickly, within a second, you can see the price change here on the second favorite, and you can hop in there on whichever side you want and try and trade out a little spike. And so what I'll do now, you can see here now, this the favorite again is coming in. Okay. So you can see it's coming in, okay, and then more or less guaranteed you're going to see a price change in these other ones here in a second too, okay, depending on what happens here now. So we'll give it a second, see if this continues to come in. See is 10 points up. There we go. See it went from 10.7 to 15. Now it's going to come in a little bit. You can see here, this one here is drifting out a little bit. This one here is starting to drift. So I'm just going to hop on here on the lay side. I think it might have been too late there. Yep, missed it. Because I was going to go on the lay side there just to see if I can scalp out one tick, but I'm just going to change it now, because now they're going to start lining up now with 1 minute to go. I don't really want to enter here because obviously it takes a while for the order to get filled. But you can see now, guys, one simple trade, right? I've got £25 free stake here on this second favorite. Now, obviously, because of the fact that this favorite here is so short priced, it means the chances are it's going to win. But you never quite know. So what I'll do here now, I'm actually going to go ahead and stick in a quick little in-play trade. Because you can see the favorite here is lining up towards the front, and that's going to have a huge impact here on the price. So I'm going to hop in here for one quick scalp, purely because the chances are the price is going to come in now because of the fact that it's lining up towards the front. So I'm quite have to leave that now for the next few seconds. So this one here should not get taken. I'm fairly confident. Just give that a second or two. Looking at the 5 here, I need that 5 to increase. So I'm probably just going to let this go in play now, because there we go. So this one here now should. Just give it a second. There we go. So I'll now just get out there. And there we go. Okay. So now I've got a free £5 stake on the favourite, and I've got, if the second favourite wins, I've got a £25 stake, or I can take £6 here. So it's I'll probably just leave it, to be honest, because we'll just let it run and see what happens. I've got out of the 5 horses, I've got 2 that can win. So to me, I'll just leave that now. If the favourite wins, I get a £5. If the second favourite wins, I get £25. So for me, it's a win-win either way. And so yeah, so I'll just move on to the next race now. A quick disclaimer there, guys. I let that go in play purely because the favourite was lining up toward the front and he was way ahead, right? So you can see that he was going to lead, right? So normally don't go in play because it's very risky. Also because the feed here from Betfair is sort of 5-6 seconds behind, right? So whatever's happening here right now on the screen. is not the real reflection of what's happening in the market, okay? Because the feed is a little bit slower, right? So always keep that in mind. So don't go out and play unless you're completely comfortable with what you're doing, and also that you are you're going to own your losses, because often if you go and play, then you can lose money pretty quickly, especially if you're on a lay side and the horse. If you're on the back side and the horse falls on the first hurdle or something like that, So be careful with that. So only go and play, guys, if you are absolutely confident in what you're doing. So I would not recommend going and play otherwise, okay? But that's good enough for me, so I'll now move on to the next race, and we'll keep trading.